What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts, as we continue to explore the latest new musical flavor, and we are back inside the building for this one. Another track off the brand new Jams album from Sarkodie, making his return after a short period away. This one goes by the name Cougar, and it features the one and only Lojay. Now, I'm a massive Lojay fan. I've loved what Sarkodie's been doing with this album so far, so I've got a funny feeling this one may match up very, very nicely. I'm loving the fact that Lojay has become almost like the king of features this year. Some huge features from him, and he's just been consistent in those appearances, so I think this one could be a real showstopper. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We are now hurtling towards 60,000 subscribers, and we can do it with your help, so please do get involved as soon as you can. Right, without further ado, then, let's jump into the sounds of this one, Sarkodie Cougar featuring Lojay. There's always a unique element, man. Whenever you hear a Lojay tune, there's something unique about it.
Your body to get Jana, and open the wrist in your head, Jana. She said make I stay all night, make her loose in her waist all night, and she never been with a younger man.
Every time I hear a new Lojay tune, he has the ability, whether it's just the instrumentals he chooses, whether it's his team getting involved, whether it's because people hear a type of instrumental and invite him on for a collaborative feature. Whenever he's in this kind of electronic percussive zone, I don't think there are many people better at navigating the pockets with such kind of, I suppose, clinicism. Like, he is so clean when it comes to just maneuvering around these pockets when you've got all these kind of unique pieces of percussion just going wild. You can hear it on this, man. It's such a solid intro.
My door. I call her Cougar. Oh, my door. Cause she my Cougar. Oh,
she got the body of an African queen. How you make a brother one sing.
This is another thing I love about Sarkodie as well, man. The way that he arrives on tunes. Like, he never arrives sort of like, oh, I suppose my verse will start. He's always like, no, bang, straight in, and I'm going to deliver something which is rhythmically pleasing to take in. As I've said on the other tracks that we've reacted to off this project, I don't think there are many people out there that have the rhythmic capability that Sarkodie does without him losing kind of like, again, the clinicism of his lyricism. Like, he is so precise with the wordage he chooses. And you can hear the transition on this. They're both rhythmically so good, but they both bring such a unique cadence to the table as well. It's such a good idea for a link.
Mommy sugar, me say bling bling. You know age is just a number, don't trip. Send me pain what I can do with those lips. Set for privacy, me your time and massage both hips. 50 shades of grey, keep it 100, no tricks. She got me screaming like I'm going insane. Tonight I believe you in pain. Oh yeah, me level well, I'm trying to switch lanes. Hold up, bra, come and lick the lollipop like Lil Wayne. Hold up, we go love till that kingdom come.
The drums on this are produced to such a high standard. It's actually nuts. Like, I'm literally here just vibing out. I could hear this tune with just the drums, and I guarantee it would still make me move around like an absolute nutter. It's so well done, where you've got all of these different percussive elements that all have such a sharpness to them, such a kind of like a kick, like a punch, a tonality, and it gives the whole kind of rhythmic element of a tune a whole new sense of texture and direction, and it allows people like Sarkodie, like Lojay, who naturally kind of they naturally kind of work in this kind of zone. It gives them such an extra opportunity to try out new things.
Got you screaming like, please don't come, and then me hit you, so please don't run. Down the mom and I'm in Mr. Front home from what else? Now
to me na. Your body to get Jana, and open the wrist in your head, Jana. She said make I stay all night, make her loose in her waist all night, and she never been with a younger man.
This is so much fun, man. Again, this is why you bring Lojay onto a tune. I was saying earlier, he probably has the collaborations. He's probably the strongest when it comes to collaborations this year. If we're talking about features and just popping up on tunes, Ayra's had a great year for it. Benson's had a great year for it as well. But I think just the clinicism of Lojay and the fact that he's not on a bad tune. Like, he doesn't have duds. He only has bangers. And obviously that's coming off the back of Mona Lisa last year, and obviously the remix for that dropping this year as well. I think he's been so precise with it, and you can hear just how good he naturally is in this kind of zone. I love hearing his vocal on tunes like this.
I call her Cougar. Oh, my door. My door, cause she my cougar. Oh, yeah.
Taking my time and driving you crazy. Look in my eyes and calling me baby.
Also, another thing that I really like about Sarkodie is he has such a recognizable vocal and also quite a recognizable flow. Like, you can hear a Sarkodie vocal and know it's him, even if it's kind of like muffled. You could tell by the rhythmic approach and the kind of cadences. And that's something that works really well because it means you're waiting for it and then it lands and you're naturally kind of engaged with it. He's has such like a transferable style that remains recognizable. I've always said that that's one of the most difficult skills to maintain in music, is having a style which is recognizable even when it is transferred to a different area. And I think this is a great example of that in motion again. Again, Lojay just absolutely killing the hook. I love the fact he can make one word sound so interesting. Like, who else does it at that level? Really?
Sticking up any daily, no stress, you know I'm yours, so come and take me. Independent women, yeah, me 10 on. The type of woman I put my bed on. The one with you, the one you feel depend on. The boss chick, so what was I was see baby head on. What else?
Another man ticket, so you need you a Gemini lover, or you need you a Gemini lover.
Even the little melody like that, a little addition, that just going up and then down and up and down. Again, the melodic direction from Lojay on this tune is exceptional. And I love to see it. I just love seeing Lojay in his zone, man. I think he's so good at this. I think he's actually one of the most underrated right now, but just because of how consistent he has been over the last year.
Are you feeling my silly makosa? Or you feeling my silly makosa? Girl, I know your man's not far away, but I know there is no face. I just wanna know you like it too. Make you more till afternoon. Girl, I know feel like your problem, cause I know feel not can look away. So give me this magic.
Also, on a production level, this tune, there's been on a production level, there's been so much cool stuff going on in the low end that's just constantly switching and changing. The actual percussion that's being used is constantly being switched out for a different layer, and then a new layer arrives, one removes, a new layer arrives. It's this constant cycle of up and down and constantly rotating, and it gives me such an enjoyable feeling because it just means that it's unpredictable. We never know where we're going to end up, and I think they do such a good job on the production side of this in keeping our ears kind of toasted but not kind of overdone, and I think it's a really good way of doing it. Sarkodie killing it, Lojay killing this one. This has been a great tune.
My door. I call her Cougar. Oh, my door. Cause she my Cougar. Oh, yeah. It's STG.
And there we go, Sarkodie with Cougar featuring Lojay. This one, very pleasing indeed. Definitely a tune that I would show to people. Definitely a tune that I would put onto my playlist into like the fun section. You know, this is one that I think people maybe will sleep on to begin with, considering the other collaborations that are on this project. But I don't think people should be sleeping on this one. This is probably my favourite on there so far. And again, that is a lot to do with Lojay's vocal having the kind of impact that it does, but also Sarkodie's, again, the precision with which Sarkodie hits tunes like this. He arrives at the right time, the right sort of context, the right sort of topics, and just delivers just a blistering display of both lyric and kind of rhythm-based mastery, and it's great to see. So there we go. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one, of course, in the comment section down below. We do read every single comment that comes onto the page, and of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Again, turning notifications on means you can see whenever we post a new video, and we try to post a video at least once a day, often twice a day, even more often 3 times a day, sometimes even 4. There's a lot of content coming out of the channel, and you guys seem to be enjoying it, so please make sure you are getting involved. That's it from me, though. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and we shall see you all next time. Peace.
Sounding so good right now. But they're sounding a bright and proud.
Yes, it's Cougar. Stay locked. CubCamTV.
Your boy Slim's whole fit right here, and you're locked on to the best breakfast with man like Cougar.
Yo, this is Aaron Glitch and you're tuning to the sounds of CUBREACTS right now. You already know the thing. Bad boy selector. Alright, let's go.